All right, shalom, shalom. I'm the brother Tazayar, and I'm here with the brother Zayan, and
Shalom.
we're gonna go into a lesson, Lord willing, is through the Spirit, and we want to begin this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And the topic of today is going to be you can't get emotional in this truth because a lot of times in the world, like sometimes it's kind of how do I word this? If someone talks to you a certain way, obviously you're like, who the fuck is this guy to talk to me like that? But hey,
Right.
you have to take authority. You have to humble yourself and take authority from your elders that have been in this truth longer than you have and have your best interest at heart. And also when the Lord judges you, because the Lord can judge you at any moment and you can't get emotional but we'll get into it. So if you want to get the first precept, doc.
Karnak, this is the book of Second Corinthians 2, verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, is that where I wanted to start at? Con 6, 7. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. You
Khan, you
know,
want to speak? Yeah, you want to
yeah,
speak on that?
because, regardless of how, this word comes out, whether, brothers are, yelling and cussing and, using, no foul language, because cursing is no slacking not cussing is not a sin, man. Cussing, there's nowhere in the scriptures where you can read that. There's nowhere in the law where you can read that. And the scriptures say where there is no law there is no transgression. Okay, so a brother may be out there in the highways and the byways teaching rough, or you may have a brother that's out there that's able to teach politely and smooth, but nonetheless, and also, not only how we're teaching, also when it comes to rebuke, man. When brothers get rebuked, we ourselves, being in this ministry, it's gonna come to a point where we get ourselves rebuked, man. Where you fall short, and the brother gets on your ass, man. And it's always for the betterment of yourself, man. It's never for your downfall. And it may come out rude. Like damn, bro, like, what the fuck, you know.
Khan.
Like a great example is Apostle Rakar, man. He's out there, and when you hear him yelling and rebuking Jake, it's like, damn. He's like, God damn, I don't want to get rebuked by Ike, by the elder, but damn, nah. But you know what I mean. It's just you just gotta take it to the chin, bro. And you gotta take the humble route and understand that it's nothing personal, man. And if you're emotional, hey, you're gonna fall out, bro. You're gonna fall out of the truth. You can't be in this truth and be emotional, because on top of that, um, being rebuked is kind of the easy part. Just wait till you start seeing, shit hit the fan, and you start seeing loved ones, and family and friends, start turning you in, and so on and so forth, man. Are you gonna get emotional? Yeah, it may hurt a little bit, but you got to go through it, bro. But verse
Khan.
7. All right, you want to speak on it, Ike?
No, I was just saying, yeah. And another thing, having this word, because this word is precious. Not everybody on this earth has it. Like we were handpicked to receive this truth, and that's a very high calling. So that means that comes with conducting yourself a certain way. So obviously, if you're like bullshitting and not taking this truth serious, the hell yeah, brothers are gonna get on you. Kind of like a coach. I know you brothers are always talking about boxing or in football or any sport. Your coach is gonna be on your ass to better you.
Yeah, because this ministry is likened to a business, you know, and being a quote unquote business owner, you can't be emotional, bro. If you run through emotions, you're gonna fall. You gotta being in the ministry, you gotta walk through. You gotta be in this thing strategically. How can I make it to the end of the finish line, right? And then the Most High set you up with brothers that allow help you guide you through that way, man. And if a brother gets on your ass, and it gets rough, hey, you just gotta take it and understand that it's nothing personal, man. It's because the brother wants to see you win. But verse 7, I have committed an offense in abasing myself, that ye might be exalted, because I have preached to you the gospel of the Most High freely. Yadak.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what it is. Let me get that word up base.
Kind.
A base definition. behave in a way that belittles or degrades someone.
Ooh.
But it's for, like you said, it's for the betterment of you, you know?
I got it right here in the GNT. 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 7. I did not charge you a thing when I preached the good news of the Most High to you. I humbled myself in order to make you important. Was that wrong of me? You see, regardless, of how it came out, it's like, I had a freaking, put myself in a, low position to go ahead and, try to uplift you, so that you can stay in the ministry, man, whether it came out rude or, nice, right?
Con. And that's what it is. So I'll get the next precept.
Okay.
The next precept is Proverbs 12 and 27. So like
Or
27 and 5.
kind.
27 and 5. Let me get it. It reads, open rebuke is better than secret love. So that's another thing. Yeah, you can't be like, oh, like in your emotions, you know, if a brother gets on you, it's better than secret love, because in this world there's a lot of fake people, you know. They say a pretty lie is better than the ugly truth.
Fuck no.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro. That's the truth. Jake in the world would rather tell you lies to keep a friendship than to tell you the truth. You know.
Exactly. And nowadays, men are very effeminate. You know, a lot of times nowadays, there's no father in the home anymore. So there's a bunch of effeminate men getting their feelings hurt. You know, you can't even talk to them.
Hey, and it says open rebuke is better than secret love, man. A brother getting on your ass is actually better than Jake in the world that's just saying that's just a yes man to everything that you do. Whether it be a bad idea or a good idea. You know.
Con,
Us in the ministry, if it's a bad idea, a brother's gonna be like, no, I like don't do that shit, because so and so precepts, says this, and the third, and your spirit may not like it. You want to get that precept out. The heart is deceitful above all things. Who can't know it?
con, I'm gonna
Uh,
get it.
I mean, I kind of just quoted it all the way. It's all good.
All
The
right.
heart is, like it says in the book of Proverbs, the heart is deceitful above all things. Who can but know it? You know, um, hey, in your own mind, you may think that you're doing the right thing, but a brother may see you and say that, hey, you're doing the wrong thing. And if a brother is telling you that, you got to take it, because you can't really see, man. That's why the Most High has set us up with Icon, man, so that we can help each other out. You know, like it
Con, yeah,
says.
we gotta lift each other up.
Khan, you want to get that? Actually, I'll get it because there's more on Job, the first chapter. Let me
Yeah,
go real quick.
yeah. So that's another thing we could shift the lesson. So one thing is like rebuke, can't be emotional. Another thing is when the Lord judges you, you can't be emotional, because we're gonna lose family members. We're gonna, if you have children, if you have a wife, there's a high possibility that she ain't gonna ride with you once that charagma, you know, her flesh is gonna kick in. She might get your children chipped, and you can't be emotional, because our forefather Job was really tested, and he held it down. So you
Hey,
can read on that.
look at Lot. Look at Lot and his wife.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. You don't think Lot loved his wife, bro? You know how Jake gets that little that stomach feeling when his girl does him dirty. And you get like,
Con.
oh damn, that shit sucks. But hey, Lot went through the same thing, bro. He's you don't think when his girl was like, I just want to go back to to Sodom. I just want to go back to it. He's like, fuck. He's like, come on, babe. Like, no, like, let's go. And then she's like, nah, I'm gonna go back. And next thing you know, well, she looked back and turned into a pillar of salt, bro. And that's the equivalent to your Eve saying, during the time of Jacob's trouble, like, no, I want to go back to the way how things were. I'm gonna go to a chipping camp, or however it may be, and you got to just not be emotional. Understand that, hey, you know what, the brothers were talking about this before. Hey, you know what, the icon was, letting me know that this could have been a possibility being in this ministry. So hey, it comes with a lot of things, man. But this is
Con.
the book. Oh, you got
Oh,
it.
no,
You
yeah.
got it.
Before you read it, another thing I'm just gonna say real quick is you have to contemplate these things. Oftentimes myself, I play scenarios in my head. You know, I have to face the fact that that shit's gonna happen to me, and I just have to keep pushing and pray to the Lord that He doesn't take the spirit from me. So you got it.
That it could happen to you, it could
Exa-
happen,
Exactly.
or may not. But nonetheless, how you said, we got to examine ourselves. That it's a possibility for any of us brothers to fall in these lots, man. following the lot of a guillotine, following the lot of, like the brother just said, your own, loved ones, or your own wife, taking your kids, to go get chipped, and you just gotta say, you know what, go take it, man, go take it,
Yeah.
right? But regardless, though, we always gotta, understand that that could happen to us, but we always pray, that Yahweh Shem Yahshua has mercy upon us. But this is the book of Ecclesiastes 4:9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. You see, this is why the elders always, teach that lone wolf spirit is off, man. If you think you're just gonna be able to be in this ministry, and thug it out alone, nah, man. You gotta at least have, brothers that, you can call on, the elders, you can watch, and so on and so forth, man. Just always try to have, Akim around you that, you can just, one message away, bro. Hey, I'm going through this side. I need prayers. I need this. Baba Kushai, can you help me out right here, so and so, And another thing too is what, when we get rebuked, how are you gonna get rebuked if you don't have a brother to rebuke you to begin with, man? Because rebuke is actually a beautiful thing, man. When you get rebuked, it hurts at the moment, it doesn't feel good, but then later on down the line, you're like, damn, I see what the brother was talking about, man. Same thing like like our fathers. You get chastised, and damn, what the fuck? Why do I keep on getting spanked? I hate this shit. And then later on in life, you respect your father because you're like, oh shit, now I see because this kid wasn't getting spanked, and look how he is right now.
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
know. But verse 11, again, if two lie together when they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? You see, it's just the equivalent of, having a brother right there next to you, man, is always going to be, you know, always for your betterment, bro. Regardless if a brother rebukes you, it's never for, your downfall. It's never to see you fall out of the truth, but, to stay stronger. Verse 12, and if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken, Salaki, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. So the more brothers you have that are sincere in this ministry, the stronger that you're going to be able to persevere in this ministry, bro. Go farther. You know, because you have more eyes looking at you. One brother may not see a flaw that another brother has, and another brother has, can see the flaw, and he's able to tell you. And yeah, whether it comes out harsh, whether it comes out nice, you just got to be able to take the rebuke, man. Because if you're emotional, you're not able to take the rebuke. Well, what the scriptures say that rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, right? So you're being rebellious because when a brother rebukes you, it's not even the brother rebuking you, man. It's actually the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai putting the spirit on the brother to rebuke you, man. But you gotta
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. The Lord put the spirit on that brother to rebuke you.
So don't, you can't be emotional, because if you're emotional, that's like, you telling, the Lord, like, nah, I want to do whatever I want to do. No, you're like, what, bro?
Gone. And
I,
then
you
another thing
gotta,
is another thing is 2/3 of our people are very proud. They're like, I ain't gonna let no one talk to me like that, and that's why they'll never get this truth because they can't humble themselves.
yeah. Who's the big progenitor of that? Eve, bro. Really Southern Kingdom Eve. I ain't gonna talk about that. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Y'all know how they, man.
Yeah.
And really, it's not even for Eve, bro. To begin with, and the scriptures talk about how the Most High has deprived her of wisdom. But yeah, Jake really just Jake in the world is the same. It's Issachar, all the tribes, bro. What is this other Mexican telling me about the Bible? I go to church every day. you know,
Gone.
and this is where that's the oh, what's it called? That's the account in the book of Matthews. The old bottles, man. The old bottles are already full of wine. You can't tell them shit, bro. That's how Jake is. They think they already know it all. But this is why brothers got to be humble, and you got to act like you don't know nothing and understand. Hey, bro, because one of the main things that I experienced coming into the ministry was when I found out that so-called Jesus was a so-called black man according to the scriptures. I stumbled upon a video of IUIC, and they were breaking it down, and I was like, damn, I don't know shit about the Bible. What the fuck? I used to think that fucking Lucifer was a god of music.
Gone.
And all stupid shit, bro.
Fallen angels and all that bullshit.
Yeah, fallen angels. And then when you look into when you come into the ministry, all you had to do was read. You know, it's like where is that even in the scriptures, bro? you know,
Con.
but you got it, Ike. You got it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get the next precept, but before that, yeah, another thing I'll say is, yeah, so people that claim to be going to church for 10, 20 years, they just listen to what the pastor tells them. They've never actually read it themselves.
Yeah, they never read it themselves. You know, and I was a how you say I was a victim to that as well. I thought that just by watching YouTube videos and some dude telling me that yeah, Lucifer was the god of music, and he fell from, he rebelled against the Most High and fell down. Like, bro, that's nowhere in the Bible, bro. That's nowhere in the scriptures.
Con.
you know. But you want to get Proverbs 27:6, Hawk?
Yeah, I got you. Proverbs
Okay.
27 and 6.
It's right after the open rebuke is better than secret love.
Yeah, I got it right here. Proverbs 27 and 6. It
Okay.
reads, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
You see? It's better, for a brother to get on your ass than for, an enemy, telling you, yeah, yeah, telling you things you want to hear, you know?
Con.
Verse 7, the full soul loatheth and honeycomb, but to the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. Let me get them the GNT and see what it, translates to real quick. Verse 7, when you are full, you will refuse honey, but when you are hungry, even bitter food tastes sweet. Damn. Okay.
Con.
You want to break? You want to get that or lie?
Yeah, what is it?
Um, Actually, let me read Proverbs 27:6 in the GNT real quick, just
Con.
to get a little understanding on it. It says, "Friends mean well even when they hurt you, but when an enemy puts his arm around your shoulder, watch out." You
Exactly.
see, exactly what me and the brother are going into. When they hurt you, you can't get emotional because when you get rebuked, it doesn't feel good. It feels like you're getting hurt, honestly.
Yeah, and that's another thing because we're in this wicked flesh. Sometimes we kind of like feel some type of way, like what the fuck, but we have to check ourselves. Like, nah, yeah, this is the brother. He's not your enemy.
Yeah. Hey, and it's fine if you feel some type of way, bro. You're gonna feel some type of way because you're what the brother's making you, get on your, get on your shit.
Yeah,
But you gotta understand that it's not personal and that yeah, like fuck, brother got on my ass, but hey, now I know next time, then keep moving. But you gotta act.
con. Yeah, right now I was looking for this precept to match what we're talking about in Hebrews. Con, yeah, I got it right here. It's Hebrews 12 and 6. I'm gonna read it. For whom the Lord Yahweh loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure, I believe I'm saying it right. Chastening. Yeah.
Yeah, chastening.
Yeah, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with his sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not? So yeah,
Ooh.
if the Lord is dealing with you, he's gonna chastise you to better you, just like a father. And if you
Calm,
don't,
bro.
if in this truth, if you don't catch hell, then something's going on. Like obviously the Lord's not dealing with you because he ain't trying you.
Yeah, we used that example earlier going into how your father, if he loves you, he's gonna spank you so that you don't do something stupid. But Jake, that's just not getting chastised and just living in the world and everything's good, even though they commit all manner of wickedness, it's because the Lord's not dealing with them, bro. The Lord's like, I don't give a fuck, bro. This soul's gonna die anyways. You know what I mean? Like you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but an elect, a hopeful elect member of hopeful elect member. I care about them, man. I'm gonna make sure that hey, don't be doing this shit. The Lord's gonna put some hell on you, and you're gonna, you're getting, purged. But it's always for what your betterment, man.
Con,
You know.
exactly. Because there's the majority of the people on this earth and two-thirds of our people, they have no clue what's coming. They live life to fulfill their lusts. They have no clue what's about to hit this earth. And through the Lord's mercy, he gave us this breath of life, and we have hope of salvation. Once when shit goes down, we're gonna, Lord willing, we're gonna be stable.
Hey, when shit hits the fan, how father, when he spanks you, at first you don't like it, but when you grow up, you realize why he was spanking you. Same thing with us, when shit hits the fan, we're gonna realize why we caught all this hell so that we can, make it through Jacob's trouble, man. Receive spiritual powers, miracles, being fed and giving water in a time where there's no access to food and water, a hedge of protection, when everybody's out to kill each other, when the sedition among men is made manifest, right? When you're in the wilderness, be ye as pilgrims upon the earth when these evils shall come. When you're in the wilderness, the beasts of the field being in league with you. You're like, damn, hey, the water I went through, everything I went through being in the ministry, 'cause it's gonna be worth it, bro. It's gonna be worth it. Going out to the highways and the byways, making yourself look like a fool, how it says in the book of Corinthians, with the garment. You're out there, teaching the Bible. Jake is out there, making fun of you, bro.
Con.
Family members out there like, look at this crazy ass dude. But hey, you read that in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the fifth chapter. And also in the book of Corinthians, it says that, for the foolishness of preaching, it pleased the Most High to save them. So yeah, and then on top of that, being in the ministry, you're gonna go through a lot of, extra shit, bro. And on top of that, you're gonna have, brothers rebuke you. You're gonna have the Most High rebuke you, through different ways of chastening. If a brother can't get to you, the Most High is gonna get to you. And it's all gonna be worth it, man. It's all gonna be worth it. These spanks, right? These spanks that we're getting on this side for right now, are gonna be worth it when we go into Jacob's trouble, man. But you got it.
Con, that's what it is. So yeah, I'll get the next precept on the list. This is Job chapter 1 and verse 20. And I'll give some context because it's a pretty long chapter. Job was like he was a great servant of the Lord, and Satan was speaking with Yahweh, and then Yahweh said, "How about my servant Job?" And Satan said, "Well, if he didn't, he has abundance. If I took all that away from him, will he still worship you? Will he still be your servant?" So the Lord let Satan try Job and his children. He killed his children. His livestock, his wife left him, and then this is how Job responded after all that. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshipped instead of getting all emotional. Because imagine all that, losing everything you have, and he still worshiped the Lord. The water, Lord.
Damn.
Con. And I try, we get comfort and strength from these scriptures because a lot of times in this earth, if some fucked up shit happens to me, instead of complaining, I say the water, Lord. Yeah.
That's a heavy precept, bro.
So the next verse is, and said naked came out Salakia, and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. And the Lord Yahweh gave, and the Lord Yahweh hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord Yahweh. So he had
Oh, same thing that we
understanding.
do.
Go ahead.
He technically Job, the same thing that we do, bro. He was catching hell, and instead of being on emotional and crying, he was Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, bless you, Lord. Damn, that's heavy, man. Cause yeah, I mean, I was a victim to that as well. Back then in the world, when shit would not go my way, you would be like, why, Lord, why? Like, damn, like what the fuck? But now, really, you gotta be, hey, I got a precept for y'all to back you up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sirach, Sirach 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And that Job, that precept you just brought out, Ak, is a perfect example of Job doing just that, man. He took the humble route and just said, hey, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the water for putting this hell on me, instead of crying about it. It's actually heavy, man, when you think about it. Damn.
No, Khan. Yeah, that woe is me spirit.
Yeah,
And,
hey, and what's it called? He went through fucking, losing his kids, losing his wife, losing his, money, because back then livestock was actual money. Losing his land, bro.
oh,
Imagine Jake going through that on this side, bro. You gotta,
they'll crash out. That's what they call it, crashing out.
yeah, bro. That's an easy crash out, bro. On
Yeah.
this side, like, what the fuck?
But yeah,
Damn, man.
thankfully the Lord has given us the spirit to take it like a man, because we understand we're gonna get it back in the kingdom. Let me get that precept.
You got
What
it.
you lo- yeah, what you lose in this life.
Hundredfold.
Yeah, yeah, I believe this is Matthew 29, Matthew 19 and 29, it reads, "And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life." So you have to understand we're going to get it back a hundredfold, because everything is
Hell
defiled.
yeah.
You know, whatever possessions or whatever you have in this side is defiled. You know, it ain't even worthy to compare what you're going to receive, Lord willing, in the kingdom.
Hell yeah. Even your Eve is defiled, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna have like 1,000 badass women, you know?
Yeah, everything's defiled, man. The land is defiled. You can't even, hold, the land Shabbat, because let's say you have, a house in the neighborhood. Well, guess what? Your neighbor is still fucking up that land because during that time he's still out there watering his plants and doing bullshit. You got a plumber over there and shit. Everything's fucked up, bro. The food. The women on this side are all fucked up. They're not virgins anymore. They all have bodies on them. So hey, man, none of this shit is worth it, man. So when a brother, sees us, falling short, where he, where he's able to rebuke you, don't take that as a a means of man, fuck this truth. I hate this shit. Whatever, like man, fuck that, but he don't know what he's talking about. Hell no, you can't take that route, bro. The Most High is gonna judge you for that, because the Most High is actually looking out for you, and He's using that brother to rebuke you, man. You know. So if you
Con,
do that, you're technically telling the Lord that. You're not telling the brother that. You know.
exactly. And that's another thing,
So
like it's what because when you're young in the truth, you have to burn, how do you say, burn off your impurities. You have to develop yourself in this truth. So another thing, when I would catch myself complaining, I'm like, hey, the Lord put you to this. The Lord put you through this. Are you gonna be mad at the Lord? You know?
facts, bro. Facts.
Yeah. So yeah,
But
well, go ahead.
you have any other precepts, Malak?
Yeah, we can close it out after this. This is Luke 12 and 48. It reads, "But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. But for unto whomsoever much is given of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more." So pretty much to break it down is, to whom much is given, much is required. So you have this truth, the highest calling possible of a man. It comes with this hell. It comes with persecution, but also it's gonna come with being exalted in the kingdom.
Yup. You see, but hey, and if you do know this truth and you don't, do what is needed of you to do, you're gonna receive three more stripes than that Jake that didn't even know about the ministry, man. So, cause hey, this is the highest opportunity in the world, man. This is the highest, you know, lot you could ever, even receive, bro. So if the Most High entrusted you with His word and you just, put it to the back burner and don't try to, be in this ministry or try to, strive, to be part of that, elect number, the Most High is gonna, judge your ass, bro, because it's like how I'm giving you my heart, bro. It's like a Eve. You're buying, all these things so that she can, take care of things later on. But the whole time, she's not doing her part. You're gonna be fucking, pissed as hell. You know.
Con,
So yeah, hey, but nonetheless, we're gonna what's it called how the brother just brought out that precept. However much is required, or however much is given, much is required, man. So if a brother, this lot is already heavy, so you're gonna have a lot of things you're going to go through, and you can't be emotional about it, man. You can't be emotional about it.
con.
So we can close it out right there. Ike, if you have anything else you want to, speak about, any closing
No, that
words?
that that was pretty much it, Ak. So we hope this lesson has been edifying. In closing, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. On to the next lesson, Shalom.
Shalom.